The scene begins with an introduction of Riley, who has a connection to Kate through her close friendship. The setting involves a mysterious situation where they need to find a safe place to rest and discuss what happened. The characters are heading to Kate's office in search of answers. There is a sense of urgency and fear as they discuss something dangerous lurking around. A warning is given about something dangerous that is drawn to mysterious tapes. The characters decide to split up, one checking Kate's office while the other keeps watch outside, staying connected through an encrypted channel. The scene shifts to a library setting where Wooly, Kate's mascot, introduces themselves. A note from Margaret mentions finding an odd tape in book returns and requests help with investigating tampered books in the library database. A tape begins playing featuring Amanda, who invites viewers on an imaginary journey using her magic train. She enthusiastically discusses travel plans and different destinations around the world. The tape continues with Amanda planning a trip to Paris, which costs 2 coins. She breaks open a piggy bank to count coins, revealing she has 5 coins total. The scene includes interactive elements with counting and decision-making. The journey planning continues to Mexico City, which requires 3 more coins. Amanda needs to make decisions about selling items to gather more coins for the planned destinations. A new tape starts playing showing Amanda's bedtime routine. The atmosphere becomes increasingly eerie as she counts and puts away toys, with strange interruptions and mysterious figures appearing. The bedtime routine continues with washing up and brushing teeth, but gets interrupted by a mysterious creature called Animal. The scene becomes increasingly unsettling with supernatural elements. The tape reaches its climax as Amanda prepares for bed, expressing fears about being alone in the dark. The scene ends with a creepy atmosphere and implications of something sinister happening with Dolly, who is keeping watch. While exploring in the dark, some items were noticed on a table that weren't normally there. Various sounds and noises could be heard in the environment, creating an eerie atmosphere during the nighttime exploration. An unsettling interaction occurs between Amanda and Wooly, who are recording instructional tapes. There seems to be tension as Amanda expresses she doesn't want Wooly there, despite Wooly claiming to be her best friend. They begin discussing a special project that requires patience. Amanda and Wooly are working on building a birdhouse before sunrise. Wooly complains about the darkness and suggests using a flashlight, but Amanda dismisses these concerns. The project is presented as an exercise in patience, though there's an underlying tension in their interaction. The pair discusses tools needed for the birdhouse project. Wooly suggests inappropriate tools, like a screwdriver for cutting wood, highlighting their inexperience. The conversation has an odd undertone despite its seemingly innocent nature. Strange events unfold involving monkeys and a puzzle box. The scene becomes increasingly bizarre, with discussions about tools and patience continuing. There's mention of seeing no evil and speaking no evil, suggesting darker themes beneath the surface. The birdhouse painting activity takes an ominous turn. While discussing color choices and painting tools, there are subtle hints of something sinister. The patience theme continues to be emphasized in an increasingly uncomfortable way. The scene shifts to observing birds using the newly built house. A cat appears and begins stalking the birds, leading to disturbing commentary about letting the cat hunt them. The situation becomes increasingly unsettling. Important revelations about hidden messages in children's content are discussed. Multiple disappearances of children are connected to watching certain shows. The content contains subtle, harmful instructions and references to dangerous behaviors, all disguised as innocent entertainment. A deeper investigation reveals connections to ancient cults and religious entities. The production company creating this content may have ties to medieval practices. There are discussions about missing persons and potential danger. A new episode begins with Amanda and Wooly playing bandits. The content becomes more concerning as it encourages children not to tell anyone where they're going when treasure hunting. This represents another example of harmful messages hidden in seemingly innocent content. In the midst of a treasure hunting adventure, there was intense digging using bare hands. Despite putting in significant effort, the discovered items seemed to hold little current value, though it may have been meaningful in the past. The situation became tense when someone got stuck and required assistance to get free. Rather than giving up, there was determination to continue searching for something truly special. A tense countdown situation developed with threats being made. The validity of the threat was questioned, leading to attempts to call what seemed to be an empty bluff. The scene involved a concerning situation with a mouse, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty and mild fear. The scene shifted to what appeared to be a familiar starting point, marked by orange tape. There were discussions about trying new approaches, with mentions of lighting concerns. An old train set appeared, requiring some assembly or manipulation with yellow pieces, though parts seemed to be missing. The narrative switched to a morning routine involving making a bed and fluffing pillows. What started as a simple task evolved into an unexpected pillow fight, bringing a playful element to the morning activities. The morning routine continued with discussions about potential daily adventures. There was appreciation for having help with tasks that were usually done alone. The search for a backpack became necessary for the planned adventure. Breakfast preparation became the focus, starting with choosing a red cup and deciding to cook bacon. The search for cooking equipment proved challenging, with some confusion about using proper cooking methods and tools. A serious situation developed involving police monitoring and a dangerous fire at a location identified as Kate's house. The scene then shifted to what appeared to be an interrogation or recording session, involving discussions about clearance and authorization numbers. The mood shifted to a storytelling session, though one participant was feeling down and initially resistant. Various story elements were proposed, including knights, princesses, dragons, and wizards, leading to some creative tension between participants. The story development continued with traditional fantasy elements, including a knight's battle with a dragon and rescuing a princess. There was some disagreement about the story's direction, with one participant finding it too conventional, while another defended the classic narrative structure. A story unfolds about a knight and princess who were deeply in love. When the knight had to leave, he went to consult a wise wizard. The narrative focuses on their tragic tale, with some debate about keeping the story on track and following the right direction. The story continues with the wizard giving a quest involving a dragon guarding riches in a dark cave. There is mention of crawling in walls and discussion about story choices. The plot takes an unexpected turn when the wizard, being tricky, transforms the princess into a fearsome dragon. The tragic tale develops as the transformed princess dragon searches for her knight. Inside the dragon's cave, another princess is held captive. The situation becomes tense as the dragon threatens the captive princess with fire, leading to a confrontation with the knight. The story reaches its climax as the knight, not recognizing his transformed love, encounters the dragon princess. Despite her attempts to communicate, she can only breathe fire. The knight, unaware of the dragon's true identity, engages in battle. The knight faces off against the dragon at the cave entrance. After an intense battle, the knight delivers a fatal blow to the dragon, leading to a dramatic revelation about the dragon's true identity as the princess. In a heartbreaking moment, the dying dragon transforms back into the princess. The knight, horrified by his actions, holds his dying love. An alternative happy ending is suggested, but rejected in favor of the tragic conclusion. The story concludes with the grief-stricken knight choosing to wander the world alone forever, devastated by accidentally killing his true love. The tragic tale appears to provide emotional catharsis for the listener. The scene shifts to a library setting where the story has been shared. There is discussion about library renovations, including plans for a new kids' corner with enhanced facilities for young readers. The focus is on creating an engaging space for children to explore their imagination. A conversation about filming for archives takes place, followed by watching old footage of a treasure hunting show featuring Amanda and Wooly. The footage shows their early interactions and adventures together. The narrative takes a darker turn with discussion of safety concerns. There are mentions of something threatening outside the library, creating an atmosphere of unease and uncertainty. The conversation explores themes of trust and safety in familiar places. During a tense situation, there's a discussion about facing fears and trusting strangers. The atmosphere is uneasy as something appears to be following the characters. Despite the danger, there's reflection on how Amanda was once a stranger who earned trust. The characters make it inside and discuss trust issues while trying to survive. There's an urgent need to keep moving as death seems imminent. They encounter some tapes that need to be handled carefully. The situation becomes more intense as they deal with burn marks and mysterious events. There's a deep discussion about safety and how appearances can be deceiving. The library becomes a crucial location they need to escape from. The conversation turns darker, focusing on neighborhood dangers and trust issues. The characters express anxiety about their safety and question who they can truly rely on. The warm, safe home becomes an increasingly appealing destination. The scene shifts to a puzzle-solving sequence involving a key. The characters must keep alert while navigating their surroundings, creating a suspenseful atmosphere as they try to complete their mission. A crucial piece of a puzzle is discovered, leading to revelations about someone's medical condition. Brain activity and neural functions are being monitored, suggesting serious medical concerns. The tension escalates as characters decide to end their activities for the day. A secret is revealed, leading to a desperate message about safety and the destruction of mysterious tapes. A tragic backstory unfolds about a missing brother and fatal consequences. The truth about Kate's death is revealed, connecting to a larger conspiracy involving mysterious tapes and a company called Hamlin